Hey, mommies, we updated our channel memberships.
For $5 a month, you get updated badges, new emojis,
No ads on YMH and Two Bears.
and you get early access to both YMH and Two Bears.
For just $10 a month, you get
Early access and no ads on all shows.
And for $20 a month, you get all of both tiers.
And proof that you're not a fat poor. Click the join button on our YouTube homepage or right above the description of any one of our episodes. What are you waiting for? Join today.
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
What up, dogs? Where my dog's at? ChristinaPOnline.com. I'm doing something really unique that I've actually never done. I'm writing a whole new show, an hour of stand-up comedy, and I'm doing it in a very intimate way at the Red Room at Cap City, which is just like the small room at Cap City. And if you want to be a part of this process and you're here in Austin, come on these Thursdays starting April 20th is my next one. This week is already gone. And come watch me work stuff out. See how the sausage gets made if you're interested in that. I think that'll be fun. So I'm doing Red Room at Cap City on April 20th, 420. And I will not be acknowledging 420 in any fucking fashion or form. And then May 4th, that Thursday at Cap City, again in the Red Room. May 25th at Cap City. And then that's it. I disappear for a minute from Austin. Also, Chicago, Park West Theater, April 29th. And then April 30th, Turner Hall Ballroom, Milk Jockey Wisconsin, May 13th. Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races, Charlestown, West Virginia. And then Comedy Vux downtown in September 14th, 15th, 16th in Denver, Colorado. ChristinaPOnline.com. Also, buy my lipstick if you haven't already. It's pretty boss, pretty dope, pretty rad. We just got a new shipment from Italy, so it goes pretty fast. Sattva Luxury Mattress Company. I sleep on a Sattva mattress every night. I sleep on the Solaire. It goes up, it goes down, it vibrates, it lights up. It really is the mattress of your dreams. But that's not all. We have a Lumen Leaf in the house. We have the Luxury Firm flagship one. It's all good. I don't buy any other mattress because I love Sattva so much. Sattva.com/theshit. If you go there, you'll get $200 off your next Sattva purchased. And why not? You deserve a high quality mattress for a fraction of the cost of other mattresses. That's how we got involved with Sattva, is that I wanted a king size, but I didn't want to pay the ridiculous prices that I saw in the stores. And with Sattva, there's no store, there's no employees to pay. You just buy it online, they deliver it. Great in-home setup. They even take away your old mattress for a nominal fee. Sattva.com/theshit for $200 off your next Sattva purchase. Now, with me is one of my all-time favorites, Sara Weinshenk.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, Sara.
Since the last time I came on, we talked about low T King. They've been messaging me. The amount of low T kings that are in my DMs, I don't even think I want a low T king anymore. It has me rethinking everything.
What are they saying to you?
Like, hey, low T king here. I have tattoos. That's kind of like what they all say, because they know that's what I like.
Because you like the tats.
I like the tats.
You like the trouble.
I like an old low T king.
Yeah,
and troubled old. It's my type.
You like them to still be figuring it out in their 50s.
Right. Keeps it interesting.
Okay. Yeah, because I like a man. I too am interested in the low T king, as you say.
Yeah.
But somebody who's got it more figured out. I want a guy like Sting who's figured out, right?
Sting's so hot.
Right. Like
he wasn't even on my radar until you put him there. If I could get with Sting, you'd never see me again.
Yeah.
I'd never go to do another stand-up show again.
Never.
I'd be living with Sting.
I mean, I imagine, I feel like he's got his shit figured out. He's just fit. Maybe that's all it is.
He's fit and he has the voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel. Have you seen Phil Collins lately, however?
No.
Just Google Phil Collins performing. He's got the voice of an angel, but not the presence. Take a look at how he's performing. They put him in a conference chair now, and they wheel him
this
out.
is sad.
I know. I feel
feel uncomfortable. Right?
it's terrible. Don't, at least give him a cool chair, like a throne.
Yeah, like this.
Like this.
Yeah.
Not like just, hey, does anyone have a chair backstage we could wheel Phil Collins out in? Oh my God.
I am shook. I haven't seen him in a minute. And let me tell you, it's hitting me hard.
Yeah, it's just, guys, there had to have been a more dignified way than the
He looks like
office
he's
chair.
disabled.
Yeah,
it looks like he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he looks like Gollum.
He does. He went full
Singing.
Gollum.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Studio.
Oh,
Just
no.
another day for you and me. Just dies mid-concert. Holy shit, I saw Phil Collins die.
Oh my God. I wasn't expecting him to look like that.
I know. It's
Wow.
startling. Do you think there's ever been a concert where somebody is singing and they die and you're like, oh my God, I was at the concert? That'd be pretty crazy, right?
That would be crazy if it was a legend.
Yeah, like, dude, I saw Jimi Hendrix puke and die on stage.
I saw
That's pretty
Bob
rad.
Dylan take his last breath.
Fucking.
How does it feel? And then he just dies.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. So you've gotten a lot of offers from low T tatted kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because I wonder what that guy is like that still hasn't. Actually, I do know that guy. I think that's my dad. A guy that just is like 70 something, and you're like still doing the same shit. It's not working out for me, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah. This is my thing.
I can't seem to commit to anything or anyone. Yeah, it is remarkable when you grow up with people, and I'm sure you're at a point now where you start to see people making the same mistakes over and over and over, and you want to so badly be like, "Don't you get it?" But it doesn't. Some people don't. Now I'm in my 40s, and I still see the same people making the same mistakes.
And then you just get to a point when you're like, everyone's on their own journey. Gotta go. Just trying to protect my own sanity. I hope everyone's fine.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
I know. It's tough. Why do some people not figure it out?
Because they don't have the tools, because we live in hell. That's what I think. That might be a negative perspective.
Not at all. It's very comedic. I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, maybe people just don't have the capacity to look inward and reflect on their own thoughts.
No, they're trying to get likes.
They're
Everyone's just trying to get likes, and like, it's weird, right? It's all about likes and follows.
It's so
no one
true.
cares about figuring their lives out anymore. They're like, I'll overdraft if it means I could get more followers on Instagram. I don't need a job, you know?
Wild. Can you buy followers on Instagram? Is that?
I know that you used to be able to. I don't know.
I know you can buy a check mark now, which seems it seems like it's going to devalue all the other check marks, no?
Yeah.
Is that true, guys? Kids in the booth?
Yeah. For like $15 for the low price of $15.99 a month, you too can now have a blue check mark.
Is it just on the gram or on the Twitter too?
It's on the gram. It's I think Twitter started that.
What a stupid idea.
Yeah.
That's going to devalue the entire. It's going to ruin the entire system. Then
Yeah, it's
what's
bad.
the point?
There's gonna be like random bitches with check marks DMing like Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, I'm verified too.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get
work?
tricked.
Do they get the same check mark, or can we give them a different lapel
I
star?
think it's the same one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
No, you should get like a green check mark to shame you for buying the check mark.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. You shouldn't be on the same level as people with, talents and abilities or
Right.
public personas. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, like what have you done to earn
Yeah,
that
you've
check
done
mark?
nothing to earn that. Have you toured and told shit jokes for 20 years? And No, fuckface.
You don't know the level of pain.
Yeah, I earned that. Blood, sweat, and tears. God damn it. So a lot of people listening are desperate moms just like me, just looking for life, looking for kicks. You're a single gal. Anything exciting? Any good dates or?
I just laugh because I'm like thinking about the last time I even went on a date. No. There's a lot of non-committals out there.
Yeah, I imagine because it's so easy just to get laid that why would a man?
There's a generation of fuck boys
Fuck boys.
and fuck men.
Fuck men.
Yeah.
Fuck boys and fuck men.
Fuck grandpas.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck granddaddies.
And
at
by
this point.
And by this you mean they just want to F and they don't want to have a relationship?
Yeah. And then like the ones that I want to have a relationship. Okay, here's the thing. You have to be cool, right? I want to be able to hang out with you and take you places.
Yeah.
And I'm the older I get, the more picky I am too.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm going to be one of those old bitches that's just alone because I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he's not tall enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that either.
I know. It's tricky because, see, I think you're right because when you get with somebody young, like Tom and I got together in our 20s, which is like, you don't even know who you are. So who you pick is just like, yeah, you're fine. And then
yeah.
it's way different than picking somebody in your late 30s or your 40s when you're like, oh, I'm a fully formed person. And now I know what I like. I know what I can tolerate. And now I see why it gets harder and harder to couple up.
Yeah, because you're literally like, oh, actually, I would rather just have coffee at home by myself than have a conversation with this fucking stranger.
I know.
You know? And then
know.
also like getting to know someone, like you don't know what's going to pop up either.
Oh,
It's like
can't
you find
imagine.
out like maybe they smell weird. There's all kinds of things that happen. You know what I
know.
mean?
No, I do know.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's like smells matter too. Pheromones. Sometimes I smell a guy. I'm like, I could never.
I know. It's so funny because I talk about this with Tom that I like the smell of him, just him. And that's important when you want to reproduce with somebody. Because
It's a good indicator.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy pheromones. Yeah. But sometimes I smell someone, I'm like, we'd make weak children.
Yeah.
Weak recessive babies. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I dated a guy that smelled like Play-Doh. And I was
What?
like, so bizarre. Yeah, his natural smell was kind of Play-Doh-y. And I was like, I don't want to reproduce with you.
But I'm not mad at the smell of Play-Doh.
No.
But also not enough to reproduce.
No.
You can have a Play-Doh poppy.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
That is so weird.
But do you think that's diet based or just hormonal based?
I think it's a lot of different things. I think there's a lot of guys with really poor diets.
Yeah.
And they're just like, especially like the older and more single they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not having 3 healthy, balanced meals. I don't know who
Three?
is having 3 meals.
Oh, can I agree? I do. Like Gwyneth Paltrow got a lot of heat for her saying like, I have a bowl of bone broth at noon. I'm at a paleo meal at dinner. I eat early and then I starve myself until the next day. Like, yeah, that's what middle age is. You have to starve yourself to just stay
maintain.
a respectable fucking weight.
It is really crazy. Like in the last 5 years, I've really noticed that.
It slows down and then, you hit a wall. And
know,
then
like-
now you have to do so much just to maintain whatever shit bod you have.
Just to keep it together. I know. I know.
So these older gents. So is that where you're looking right now? Like older gents?
When you say older gents. How old? I like a guy in his 40s or
perfect.
early 50s.
Okay, and do you like divorced kings or just guys?
I'll take a divorce king. Ideally, a childless divorce
that would be
king.
ideal. Or you could be a really cool stepmom.
I'm open to that too. As long as the baby mama's nice.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's
They
what
never are.
it's-
They never are.
You know? And then I'm like the evil stepmom and I have to make arrangements with it seems like a nightmare.
I think it is. I think that's why step families have such a hard time working out. The probability of it working is so low because there's too many people involved.
No, it's not the Brady Bunch anymore.
No, and too many women. Oh, the woman is the head of her castle. There's only one bitch in charge.
Yeah, I'm not trying to step on any bitch's toes. You know, I don't want to
No.
get shanked.
No, dude.
I'm like, I don't know. The thought of being a stepmom could be cool though, because it's like you don't have the full responsibility, but you get
Yeah.
the benefits.
It's kind of rad. Like my stepmom, the cool thing was like we would smoke cigs together when I was 14. Like
No.
I was so troubled. Like I was in such bad shape. And she was the one adult that was like, you want to smoke? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to smoke with you. And after school, she picked me up from high school and we just smoked cigs in the backyard.
No.
Till my dad got home. Yeah. And like, yeah, like shit like that was cool, you know? That could be your role as a stepmom, is to like give them
Smoke
alcohol.
a whole pack. I'm going to teach you a lesson, then we're going to get high. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who better to smoke a bowl with than your stepmom?
I feel like that makes me a bad stepmom.
No.
Really?
She
That
already
makes
has
me
a
the
mom.
cool stepmom.
You mean they're the coolest stepmom ever? Because like that kid already has a mom. You're not her mom. You know? I don't know. It depends on the sitch, but it's all
When
good.
you said that, it kind of hurt.
Really? That was-
I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm not her mom. She has a mom. And then I'm like, we're talking about a fictional. We're talking about a fictional
Kid that
character.
doesn't exist. You're already heartbroken.
Yeah.
I was like, but wait.
But wait, I'll take her to the mall. It's like, what?
Well, I guess that's what's tricky about step parents is that they're not the bio parent, so they can't really discipline you, and they're not quite your friend.
No.
Yeah, so my stepdad, my mother remarried when I was like 13, and my stepdad was more of a buddy than a dad.
Okay.
We didn't smoke cigs together, but he was fun. We would burp and fart together.
He would?
Yeah, he was cool, man. He was cool. We had laughs. I never disappointed him because I wasn't his bio kid.
Yeah, I like that.
You know?
You can't hurt me because I didn't birth you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't his jizz. I didn't come from his seed.
Yeah.
So he could just laugh with me. And I guess that's not appropriate either because you want a paternal stepdad. That's my therapist says. Like, well, he shouldn't have been your buddy. He should have been your stepdad. I'm like, whatever. Better than what a lot of girls get as stepdads. I've heard nightmare stories. So.
Oh yeah, I feel like stepdads can be questionable.
Oh, I feel like that most of the time they're questionable.
Like
right?
the thought of having a stepdad just makes me feel weird.
You just assume you're getting molested, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like there's a weird undertone of he touches me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because it just feels creepy.
It does feel creepy because you're like, what man wants in on that teenage daughter? Like, who the fuck wants somebody else's teenager daughter as
What
a daughter?
man
Yeah, like,
wants
those people
that?
are fucking teenagers. They're terrible.
Ugh. I see a teenager, I get a shiver down my
I know
spine.
they're horrible.
Oh
And
my
also, like,
God.
yeah, like, don't you just assume you're getting molested if you're getting a new stepdad or something?
No.
You
Oh.
don't?
No.
I do. It's like so clearly you're getting molested.
It is not so
Obvi,
clear. No.
obvi.
No.
I bet 90% of people who molest are stepdads.
I think that's accurate. Yeah, I think that's a
Right?
statistic.
No,
That's accurate.
no. There's no way.
You're not a girl. I feel like girls get molested by their stepdads
Yes.
a lot. That's
Yes.
a thing.
Or uncles.
Yeah. Here, will you play this clip for her? Speaking apropos of this discussion, would you play the "Don't Let Your Kid Stay" clip, Nadav, for my love here?
Yeah, let me pull that up.
There's a few lanes I've been going down. Talking animals. I'm really into animals being
I love
able to
animals.
talk. Yeah, me too. But then there's this, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts because I like that you and I are, first of all, you and I are both Valley girls. We went to the same high school, different times. You're younger than me, but I love, you get it. Because don't you feel like growing up in the Valley, maybe we heard stories about
Molestation.
with stepdad. Yeah, I feel like stepdads molest.
Yes. Like no question about it.
Yeah. Like, what man are you bringing near your daughters? I think as a mother, that's what I'm saying. So as a mother,
Not
let's
till
say
they move out. I feel like
100%. 100%.
Right?
Even let's say Tommy drops dead tomorrow. I hopefully not. But even around my sons, I've made a pact that I'm going to stay single until they're fucking 18 and out. What if you bring home some creeper and he's into your kids? It's very dicey to bring home
a stranger
a stranger.
around your children, and then you never forgive yourself if something happens.
I would rather just meet 20-year-old Puerto Ricans in hotels and bang some cabana boy.
Yeah, exactly. Then bring a new man into the house.
And why? I don't need another relationship. I did marriage. I'm all fucking tired. I'm all dry. I'm angry. I'm tired. I gotta raise my sons. Yeah. So watch this and see if this resonates with you too, Sarah.
Okay.
Quit allowing your child to stay at everybody's house. You can't trust the parent.
Yeah.
You can't trust the other kids. You can't trust the other friends of the kids. You can't trust nobody. Nobody will watch your child like you.
That's
All
right.
it takes is for one person to touch your child, and your child will be messed up for the rest of his or her life.
I mean,
Preach. Don't you feel like that should be a fucking PSA played like when the minute you get pregnant and you're like, this
yes.
this guy knows what's up.
No, yeah, it's true. You have to vet the people's houses that your kids are going to.
Look, can I tell
And even then.
Weinshenk.
What?
So I am so on my kids. I am fucking eyes on, brew. Like, so in order to volunteer to be a part of their field trips and to be an involved parent in the classroom, you have to take a course on ethics.
Okay.
Okay, and basically what that is they scare the piss out of you that your kid will be molested.
No.
And it's basically like, here's to look out for these types of creeps and what that is and what the signs are. There was a story that fucking haunts me forever in this class. You have to take it and sign off on it. It's like they just traumatize you for hours. It's great. But any parent but it scares off the pedophiles, I'm sure, because they like
You're like, I'm scared and I'm not even a pedophile. You're like, what's happening?
Yeah. So there's this one story that will fucking haunt me. Ugh. So it's always a friend of the family who the guy wants to be really involved with your kids. So for instance, it was like a friend of their family who their families would go on trips together and do activities together. And he had his own family too. He wasn't molesting his kids, but oh God, the story is terrible. So they were all watching a movie, his family and this family we're talking about. And the fucking creeper is sitting next to the little boy and he has a blanket over both of their laps and he's touching.
No.
And that's hey, that's Bob. That's just Bob, the guy that we've been friends with for 15 years and stuff like that. And the reason how they found out is the little boy had started watching pornography prematurely, like around 11 or 10. Yeah, like really young. And I guess the dad had caught the material on the kid's whatever computer and was like, hey, I noticed you were watching stuff, like what's, not to shame you or anything, like what's going on. And so he learned that was a flagging behavior when little kids start to watch pornography because usually they're being molested sexually. I know. So that's why I'm like, that's 100% right. Even if you think you know the motherfucker, like
it is. And
nah.
My friends that I know that got molested, it was always a friend of the family, like what you said.
Tell me more. Let's talk about it.
The people I know who've been touched, it was always like someone who was always around and nobody thought twice about.
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you vet people that you're going to put around your kids?
I don't know.
You just have to trust your gut?
I guess. I mean, from what I understand, any grown man, there was a guy one time, a grown man who really wanted to hang out with my kids. I remember he was like in the neighborhood and then
I just got chill up my spine.
And I was like, nah, why you keep asking about that? You know what I mean? I think you can sense when a guy is a creeper. And I was like, nah, dude, no fucking thanks. I get it. I know who you are. And kids I sensed when I was a little girl, my mom was always telling me like, if you feel something weird, run away or do something.
Yeah, my mom too.
And I did a few times and I was like, later.
Yeah, I remember at the mall though when I was a kid, there was a guy with a lollipop. He was a classic pedophile.
Yeah.
Just like with
a big one.
Like a big rainbow one. And I was holding my mom's hand and this man he pulls it out. He goes, "You want a lollipop?" And I was like, "I do." My mom's like, "We don't take candy from strangers." I was like, I was so pissed because it was like a rainbow. It was like exactly what you would want as a kid.
Yeah.
Like a big lollipop. But I didn't get molested, so it was worth it.
Was he wearing like a little Lord Fauntleroy outfit? Little bloomers, little blue velvet bloomers. This little lolly. The blueberry pie man. Purple pie man.
So
What?
funny.
None of us in the booth got this. You didn't get well, it's because you're a boy. I think so. Stranger danger. I don't think people assumed little boys were getting molested until later. It was always girls that got the stranger danger chat. You guys
Yeah.
never got the like, hey, guys are creeps, stay away from them.
I never even got birds and the bees talk. Like,
well,
it was
you're-
just go figure
Really?
it out. Yeah.
His family was
I didn't
Israeli.
get either one of those. I think I was
Really?
like, I was given like some kind of safe word to use, but I was never told what that would be for, you know?
For sex or to make sure that the right person was picking you up?
Well, that came later, but yeah, for the right person picking me up. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, yeah, we used to do that too.
Like, oh, I'm here to pick you up. And you're like, what's the password?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pickle or whatever. He
Ours
didn't
was
say
pizza.
pickle. I'm not coming home with him. Like,
That's so smart.
you know?
So it was friends of the family. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's like a neighbor. I think I've heard of a neighbor or even, like close friend of the family. And you're
Or
like,
someone in
who
the religious community.
That's what's terrifying. And you and I both went to Catholic school. Did you hear
Yes.
about it in Catholic school?
I actually didn't.
I know. I didn't either.
Everyone was real quiet about it. The guys who got touched didn't say anything,
Yeah.
you know? I
Yeah.
think that comes after you get touched. You don't say anything about
Yeah,
it.
you're supposed to stay quiet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, well, that's what they do. They threaten the kid too. And
That is horrible.
I know, but that's why when you get trained to go on field trips and stuff, they tell the parents to look out for those behaviors. Like if you see a parent sitting close to the child, or they're not supposed to sit next to kids, you're not supposed to even like give hugs to the kids, like all that stuff.
But I will say, like, I had friends in elementary school whose dads were weird. They weren't
Yes.
molesters, but they were just weird.
Yes.
Did you have that?
Yes.
Okay, like this one guy.
Yes.
We used to go to his house. He was an architect, but like he was really nerdy, and he had a really big globe collection. And he was always like hanging out by the globes, and he was always watching sci-fi.
Ah,
He was like watching
worst.
sci-fi by his globes, and I was
Little
like,
Oculus, too.
I was like, this guy's disgusting. Like, I'm ready for my dad who just watches sports. Like, I know. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
nothing grosser than like someone else's dad that you don't vibe with.
I 100% agree. Because then you're like, some of these dads are obvious now in retrospect. You're like, oh, they're totes checking you out. I mean, you're like a
Yeah.
hot 16-year-old, and you're probably unaware of your looks and your
Yeah.
body, and yeah, it's so gross.
It's so gross.
There was one, my friend had a stepdad, of course, a stepdad.
Always.
And like, even his name was like, ew. It was a weird name, like gel or shell or like
Nah.
foreign, like,
no.
yeah, like Mel or something
Yeah,
like
y-
mushy sounding.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. And like, he was just like too beta. Like, you know, when they're just too quiet and they're always skulking around. And I was like, I don't trust you either.
I don't trust a quiet, sulking man
No.
at all.
Chad. No, Chad's totally trustworthy.
Yeah, what the hell?
We call him Sad. What is it? Sad Chad on command? Is that what you call him? Chad on command?
Yeah, chat on command.
Yeah, he's not creepy though. Chad doesn't have
You did-
creepy
You
stepdad.
did call me out for What'd you say? I was skulking
You're
around.
skulking
earlier?
around. He's skulk, but that's
Bullshit.
fine.
That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
skulk. Skulk on.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and the spring air is warm, which means sweat is upon us. Thankfully, Lumi deodorant is here to keep us smelling nice when we need it the most and where we need it most. I'm talking pits, privates, and beyond. Lumi was created by an OBGYN who discovered and proved in clinical testing that the vagina is not to blame for day-to-day odor below the belt. So she developed Lumi, a uniquely formulated pH-balanced deodorant. It's aluminum-free, skin-safe, and clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours. And a special offer, new customers get $5 off Lumi's starter pack with code WMMA30 at LumiDeodorant.com. I think this is a fantastic product. I like the Lumi standard deodorant. I like how it smells, and it lasts forever. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code WMMA30 at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code WMMA30. Your family is American, right? You're not foreigners.
No. My dad's a Jewish white guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a Jew too.
A Jew king.
A
My
Jew
mom's
king.
Puerto Rican Irish.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I thought this was funny, Nadav. This is I found this TikTok of this Asian girl calling her mother and just saying "I love you," because apparently in their family was never done, which is really funny. And I think a lot of immigrant families, this resonates. Will you play this clip? It's so good.
Calling my Asian tiger mom and just telling her, I love you. We have never said this.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Hello?
Yeah, Mama?
Yes?
Yeah, hi.
Yes?
Just want to call you. So, yeah, just want to tell you I love you.
Oh, who?
It's me, Tammy. It's me.
Who love me? Who love me?
I love you.
Haven?
No, I love you.
Oh my God, surprise. Why? What happened?
Nothing happened. I just want to call you, tell I love you. Tell you I love you.
Oh my goodness. Something wrong to you?
Something wrong to you?
No. Can I just not call and tell you I love you?
Oh, no, yeah, because since you are 30 years old, first time mommy here like that, I'm so surprised.
Oh.
She said she's 30 years old. You haven't said that.
You okay? Yeah, I just wanted to call you to tell you I love you. Okay, you're gonna tell me you love me too, or what?
No, okay. Mommy so busy right now. Okay, I'll call you back later.
Okay, bye.
No. That is sad.
That's bad.
That is bad. She said, Mommy's so busy. I was like, she doesn't love you.
Yeah, she's like, are you okay? She's like, you're 30 years old. You never say that to me. I'm like, Jesus. That's bad. I remember one time I called my mom, like this is towards the end of our communications together before she got really psychotic.
Okay.
And I called her and I was like, hey, Mom, what's going on? I just want to, like, one of the rare occasions I wanted to talk to her. And she's like, okay, I have to go now. I'm like, what? What? She's like, Dean, that was my stepdad. Dean and I are moving furniture. I have to go now. I'm like, we are moving a couch. Okay, bye. Just hung up on me. I'm like, oh my
God. We are moving a couch.
We are moving a couch. That was like one of the last things she said to me. She's moving the couch.
My mom's really sweet, but the one thing that she does say is, because I date a guy and then I tell her, I keep her along with like all the information, and she's exhausted by it.
Yeah.
She says, Sarah, I can't ride this roller coaster with you. I said, bitch, I don't want to ride the coaster either.
Yeah.
You think I'm having fun?
Yeah, sucks. Yeah, I get it. My mom at one point, not that I had brought so many boyfriends home, but she got attached to one of them.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
They get attached. And then they're like, they bring that one up and you're like, he's gone, dude.
Long gone.
Long gone.
Yeah. And then they made a rule, my mother and my stepdad, like, you can't bring anybody home unless he is engaged to you because we get too attached.
That's like what my mom said.
Yeah.
She said, I don't want to hear about it until it's been at least 6 months. I was like, it's never going to be at least 6 months based on my patterns.
Yeah. Yeah. And even my dad's girlfriends, I was like, I don't want to, unless that bitch is married, I don't want to hear, I don't want to meet it. I don't want to at my fucking shows. I don't want to eat. I don't want to get to know any of these broads.
If my dad had a girlfriend, I don't think I would handle that well.
It's the worst.
I just got mad thinking about it. Like if my mom and dad broke up and my dad got a new girlfriend, I hate her already.
It's the worst because they always try to suck up to you because you're the daughter, right? So the first time you meet them, it's like, and you're like, bitch, you don't know me. I don't fucking know you. You're not going to be here a year from now. Let's stop pretending this is real.
Yeah.
And like, she used to, these broads used to like get paintings. There's one painting in particular that this woman had commissioned of me when I was 7.
Wait, of you?
Of me. And it's so bad. I'll have to I'll bring a photo. Remind me to send it as an insert. It's so fucking bad. It's like the eyes aren't even my eyes. They're face down. I look like I have Down syndrome. And nothing's right. And I have it in my kid's bathroom now as a joke.
No.
I've kept it over the years. Yeah.
No.
Just pitiful. Yeah.
But that's like such a weird move. I'm
To
going to
what?
get her a painting of herself.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what about like a doll? Or
A doll?
like
Toys.
Toys, something cool.
I know. That's so interesting.
Right?
It's interesting because I don't remember any of these broads like, yeah, why didn't they just give me a dolly or like a
Or
Cabbage
like
Patch
a
Kid?
gift card.
I don't know. It's
Something
so easy.
fun.
I know.
A commissioned painting of yourself.
I know. It's so
And
vain.
like when you get that as a kid,
Yeah,
you're like, what?
I don't want this.
Like, where am I going to put this shit?
Yeah, I can't play with this.
Yeah.
And it's a bad one on top of it.
It's like, I don't look like that.
I don't look like that at all, dude.
That's haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like girlfriends. None of my mom's boyfriends neither. It's like, dude, I don't want to meet these people you're fucking. I don't want to meet these people.
Oh my God, if my mom had a boyfriend, I would be like, he's not good enough.
No.
Debbie. I don't want to ride this roller coaster, Debbie. I'm taking back the power.
Debbie. You don't meet any Debbies anymore. That's a great name.
I call her Deb for short.
I love
So
Deb.
what's going on, Deb?
Does she look like you?
She looks like me. She's very pretty. She's prettier. I
No
think.
way.
She is. She looks like a little angel. And she is really sweet.
Oh.
My dad's rough around the edges. Steve, that's where I get the personality from.
Is Steve good to Debbie at least?
Yeah, they're so cute.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're happy. They've been married a long ass time.
What do you think is their secret?
My mom, okay, one thing about Deb, she spends time away from Steve.
Yeah.
She has her own interests.
That's
She's
huge.
like, honey, I'm going downstairs to watercolor. I don't do your own thing. And then she'll just like watercolor. She's really good at watercoloring. She's a sweet spirit.
And is Steve so I saw this TikTok once explaining why people get together. It was Esther Perel.
Oh
Esther
yeah.
Perel. She's
I know her.
great.
Mating
Yeah.
in Captivity.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's a couples therapist, and Esther Perel had this video, and it was like, there are two types of people.
That's how she sounds.
I think she's your tribe. Isn't she Israeli or Belgian? Same diff. And she's like, there are two types of people. One whose childhood makes them want to be close to other people, and the other is avoiding. An intimate relationship makes them feel strangled. So it's so true. Usually relationship, one of you is like, let's get closer. I think I love you. And the other one is like, you're suffocating me, Jane. And then like,
yeah. But my mom, I feel like, gets suffocated.
so that's her role. And that might be the better way to be. The woman that's like, no thanks. Because then the
She's
guy
like,
is like,
I'm going
I
on
love
a
you.
drive. I remember when I was a kid and she'd get pissed, she would go, I'm going on a drive.
Ooh.
And then I'd be like, where'd mom go? And my dad'd be like, she's on a drive. I'm like, what'd you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where would she go, Deb?
Just drive around. Sometimes she'd go get a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And then go to the antique store in
Ooh.
Sherman Oaks.
Ooh.
Then she'd come back.
There's a lot of good ones in
Yeah.
on Ventura Boulevard. I
Yeah.
know these on Sherman Oaks. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'd come back and she'd be regulated.
Yeah. Smart.
Instead
Smart.
of just bringing the chaos home.
So smart of
She'd go
Deb.
take a drive.
That's such good advice. That's
To take a
so-
drive.
Take a drive.
Sometimes a bitch needs to take a drive. Take a drive, Deb. You gotta get me out of here. Give me a drive.
That's really great. Yeah. Especially with men. It's like the more that you're like, what's going on in there? Let's talk about it. I just made my feel like that. The more they're like, no, bitch.
yeah.
I'm running from you.
Yeah. And sometimes
Yeah.
when you're pissed, you just need a second to regulate.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I could say crazy shit when I'm pissed.
Oh, yeah.
I fly off the handle.
Oh,
It takes a
everyone.
lot to get me there, but when I'm there,
Forget it. Crazy cat. Well, this
Forget
is good in relation to parenting because a lot of parenting is actually you regulating yourself.
that I believe, and I feel like that would be a challenge.
That's the hard part is that, so usually when I'm alone with my guys, the 4-year-old is not quite regulated. The 7-year-old is chiller. But when your kid's tantruming and your role is to stay cool. Because if you're like, stop it, what are you crying about? Like doing the shit that was done to most of us.
Yeah.
Then guess what? You're just creating someone that's going to have fucking major problems as an adult.
I know. Like I was hanging out with
It's terrible.
my friend who has a little girl, and she said and her little girl was having a tantrum, and I was there, and I was like, should I go?
Run for the hills if you can. Go for a drive, Deb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
She was having a tantrum, and my friend goes, oh, you're having big feelings right now? That's okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's how you handle that.
Yeah.
Just evolved.
Yeah, so that's the new way of parenting is to just like, well, first of all, you're not going to be able to A, discipline, or B, communicate with someone that's tantruming. You know that when someone, like you just said, when I'm not regulated, I don't know what I'm going to say, and you're certainly not in the position to listen.
Right.
So let that kid freak out. And I think what we heard, the Gen Xers, everyone heard is like, stop it. What are you crying for? I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
I'll beat it out of you.
Yeah.
And what did that do? That just added shame on top of your rage. And now you don't feel seen or heard or dealt with properly. And now you're just taught to stuff it. Okay, so that's what you're teaching a kid is just stuff it and go away. Cool. Good lesson. So yeah.
They're not going to be able to handle conflict later on either.
Yeah, I certainly didn't know what to do. So you're supposed to stay regulated as the adult.
That makes sense.
And then be like, all right, I see it. I understand. It's cool. It's okay to be angry, but you can't throw things or whatever. When they're calm, then you talk about whatever it is that pissed them off. It's hard to do. It's not easy when it's constant all day, every day. And maybe they don't give you a moment alone to regulate. I've had to lock myself in my closet.
I remember my mom doing that too.
Really?
Dad would lock herself in the closet or her bedroom sometimes.
Just to get away from you guys?
I just need a minute.
Just need a minute.
Because I'm also like, my sister and I are really different. Like, I'm very needy of my mom.
Oh.
I'll call her so many times.
Oh.
She'll be like, I'm busy. That's how many times I call her.
I love this.
My sister's very independent. She doesn't check in all the time. But like when I'm home with my mom, I'll follow her around like I'm a kid.
So one of my babies is like that. I've got one that's totally independent, and he's like, whatever, mom. And then Julian is like, I am his muse. I am his light. I love you, mommy. I love you so much. I love you so much. And
that's so cute.
And it sounds like one is that and one is the other.
Yeah.
You're the baby, yeah?
No, I'm actually the older.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were little, were you really into mommy too?
Always. Yeah, always.
So what can I do? So you're the Julian. You tell me what's the best way to handle.
Just be there.
Just do it.
Yeah. Because there's like if you're close with your mom, it's such a good feeling. Do you know what I mean?
I don't, but I imagine for kids it's probably cool, right? My mom was schizophrenic, but I imagine it was pretty great.
Yeah.
No, I
like she's such a good mom that it makes me want to be a mom.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, could I even do it as good as her? Because she's very patient.
Sounds like it. Well, but it sounds like she taught you the right things. Like, I need a moment. Drive away.
I'm going on a drive. Sarah's going on a drive.
Yeah, get a Diet Coke.
She gave me that addiction too. Fuck, man. It's harder to get off Diet Coke than heroin. I've never done heroin, but I can tell you it's hard to get off Diet Coke.
You know what I'm really into is a Diet DP. Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
When I'm feeling trashy, I'll get a Diet Mountain Dew. I don't tell many people about that. That's like, I do that alone, you know?
But does it have the same great taste as a regular Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Huh.
But the chemicals in Mountain Dew are really bad for you, right? Yellow 5.
I think they're all bad. Everything's bad.
We're all going to die. It's fine. It's like, have the Dr. Pepper, you know?
Yeah, I was, I get on TikTok where I get all my information explaining what's in a cigarette. And it's like, the end of the cigarette is covered in butane so that it lights faster. And then the rings on the paper, it's made with another flammable chemical agent to keep it burning fast. It's so fucking evil. That being said, cigarettes were the greatest joy I've ever had as far as addiction went. It was fucking fantastic.
In my 20s, I was like in Europe. I don't know who I thought I was. Yeah. I was like, I'm studying abroad for a semester. Give me a cigarette and a glass of wine. It's like all cultured. I was like,
I'm European now.
yeah. Like,
oh, yeah.
there's something cool about like a European with like a coffee, like this
course.
coffee and a cigarette.
Nothing better.
And it feels chic.
So chic. And you're so skinny. I remember,
yes, you're hot and skinny.
I used to drink espresso and just get gacked on it, and then just hours of like, let's talk about nature. I gotta take a shit. I'll be right back. Just getting all fucking crazy. Oh man, Deb.
Yeah.
All right, let's I want to hear why women leave men. Where's that one? Maybe we could talk about boys. I think you're a good one to talk about boys.
I love talking about boys.
Me too. It's so fast. And it's
so
interesting because the older you get, you're right. Like, I don't know if I could get married in my 40s, having never been married before. Like, how the fuck do you start something new with somebody when you're a fully formed adult?
And you're setting your habits. Like,
Yeah.
I was dating someone who was really weird about the way that he loaded his dishwasher. And I was like, I don't have time for this. Why don't you do the dishes then? Because I'm doing the best a bitch can.
What do you mean? He was like, no, Sarah.
Yeah.
The saucers go in the front.
Yes.
Really?
He's like, you gotta
God.
stack them like this. I'm like, look, it's in the dishwasher. It's gonna get clean one
Same.
way or another.
Who fucking cares?
I'm about to leave it in the sink and just let that shit soak. You know what I mean? I don't have time.
That's what
Get off my ass.
Do you know that I use paper plates when I'm alone with my kids just so I don't have to do dishes?
I respect that.
Fuck off. Fuck right off dishes. I'm not doing them.
No. Also, I dated a guy who had styrofoam plates.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made styrofoam plates. When you go to cut, when I would cut into it, I would also cut the plate. It would be indented.
But don't you think like that's not a good hill to die on, is like the dishwasher? I also think that that's petty as shit. Unless,
Well, it's
I
just
guess
like-
unless it means a lot to you.
I mean, there's like some people have like their ways of doing things and they've been doing it that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
for so
It's his
long.
jam, yeah.
That's like,
Try-
yeah. And I'm
trying to
not
think.
like that.
No.
I'm like, I'm
No.
clean, but I'm messy.
No, I'm a pig. Most female comics. what I've learned from this show.
I'm a pig. Right after the burp.
Yeah. But what I've learned is most female comics, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, that have sat in this chair, the funnier you are as a woman, the less conventional you will be in other areas. Like, most of us are not like, I love to fold my clothes and do my dishes the proper way. We're just not
we're
wired.
like men.
We're pigs. Or disasters.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a clean pile. Everything in the pile is clean. Nothing smells.
Yeah.
I'm not like smelly.
Yes.
I'm clean, but a bitch is busy too.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I say I'm not unhygienic, but I am messy.
And I'm tired.
I'm tired. I ain't got time for that shit.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think what's the hill I die on in terms of like the, you know, is okay. I drink coffee in the morning. If he gave me shit for that, maybe if he was like, we don't do caffeine, I'd be like, ooh.
Ew, if we don't do caffeine, get out of my face.
Get out of my life.
Never
Yeah.
talk to me again.
Never. Oh.
It would also almost be a deal breaker if he didn't like coffee. I
That's
like
what I
like
mean.
getting a coffee.
I like getting ripped. Yeah, that's fun.
That's
like-
a great high. You're not getting hungover.
Yeah.
You can just have a coffee and get shit done.
Yeah,
the
it's
adult
fun.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he was like a vegan or, you know what I mean, like had strict eating things, I'd be like, I can't, dude. I'm not into
I tried
that.
a vegan once.
Yeah? Nah. A male vegan? Ugh.
And then I was like, and he just got First he said he was vegetarian. Then he switches it up on me. All of a sudden, you can't have eggs and cheese. I thought you were a vegetarian. You're a full vegan motherfucker.
Ew.
Let a bitch know. Be upfront with what you are.
Yeah.
Don't surprise me. I thought we could eat pizza.
Yeah, bitch.
Like, what?
Because I knew that severely limits where you can go with that person. So where did you guys eat? Like True Food Kitchen and that's it?
In Echo Park and Silver Lake at
Disaster.
I'm eating a cheesecake that's not really a cheesecake.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's like
a disaster.
It's a cheesecake.
What is it? Soy cheesecake?
It was like a weird structure. It was not a cake at all.
It
was vaguely. It was cake-like.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, vegan was rough. I dated a Muslim too.
Nope. Get out.
And then he kept, and it was during Ramadan.
Oh, fuck off. How annoying.
He kept
fasting.
running he was fasting, and that was it for me. I was like, I'm eating. Are you going to eat?
Later.
Or
I have to wait until iftar.
I was like,
till the sun goes down. Allah doesn't like it when I drink water during the
too
day.
much.
Did
Tell
he not
Allah
eat?
you're hungry.
He couldn't even drink water, right? Like they don't even drink water during the day.
Yeah, and then
It's
he just
annoying.
would be like annoying and complaining about how he's hungry, and I'm like, this feels like dead weight. That
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
I don't have the time or the energy for this.
Well, and you're in America now, Jack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
You don't
and
have
also you're a vegan. You're
Oh,
vegan.
stop. So you don't eat anything anyway. He's
and you're
already fasting.
Run
on it.
into the mosque.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd rather you be at the strip club, to be completely. I'm like, I feel like I'm open-minded and tolerant, and I am accepting. But then once it becomes, if it's too extreme, I'm out.
Samesies. And that Ramadan lasts a long time. That's not like a week. That's a month.
That shit carries on.
It's like a month, yeah?
Yeah.
Of fasting. So you fast.
Listen, I did 1 week of Ramadan, and then that was it.
That was
Broke up with him.
Ramadan, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they ate. So what I remember is because I was in the Middle East during Ramadan.
You were?
Yeah, like in 08 or something,
For
or
what?
09. Military gigs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was very curious. I was in Dubai during Ramadan. And so what they do is they eat their meal at like 3 or 4 in the morning before the sun rises. And then that's it, brew. And it's like 100, it's usually in August, Ramadan, right? So it's like the hottest time of the year in the Middle East. These poor people can't drink or eat until the sun goes down. And then they break the fast at the end of the day with I think it is called the iftar, I don't remember. But everyone,
it is called that.
Yeah, everyone plops on the ground and then they eat their fucking spread and they drink and they resume. But it's brutal for the middle of summer. And to be an American, I mean, I remember seeing Muslim kids like in sports and stuff. How the fuck are you playing soccer and you can't drink water? And it's just sad. It's too much.
Too much.
Too much.
You know, I thought confessing my sins was a lot.
Yeah.
I was like,
Catholics don't do that shit. Like,
I'm like making up sins in like 2nd grade. I was like, I wasn't nice to my sister. What else? I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. It's so weird.
yeah, the Catholics would never make you starve for a month. They like to
No.
drink and eat. They like it.
Yeah.
They just fuck. We molest kids. But
Yeah.
besides that, the Muslims don't
But
molest.
can I tell you one thing
Sure.
that is weird about the Catholic Church that
All
I've
of
been
it?
replaying in my head
Yeah.
recently? The Stations of the Cross.
I hated the station.
When they make you like in my elementary school, we reenacted the
Yeah.
Stations of the Cross, and there was
Horrible.
a kid that was Jesus, and he was like on the cross.
Horrible.
I was one of the women who
womans.
like who rubbed his face or whatever. I'm like, this is weird to make us
horrible.
reenact the death of this
guy.
hot guy.
Yeah, he was so hot back
so
then.
hot, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, the Stations of the Cross. So it's when you reenact. It's leading up to Easter. You do what's called the Stations of the Cross, and you reenact Jesus's death, crucifixion.
Yeah, it's so weird.
rough. It is brutal.
It is weird, but the thing that I do like about Catholicism is the drip,
The drip.
the outfits.
The
Like
drip.
when the priest comes out, in like
Yeah.
a purple, like
you're like,
sick.
oh,
shit! Yeah.
Lenten.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I do like the ceremonies. There's a lot of things I like about it too.
The rituals.
But I do like, at least the Stations of the Cross prepares you for the brutality of life in a way. As a young kid, because you're not scared of shit when you can see like the Savior nailed to a cross and that's in your church and you're like, wow, life is terrifying.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, I want you to read this thing about, read this thing. Watch this video because we don't read anymore. We watch videos for
Hell yeah.
information. This is why. Okay, sorry. So this is why women leave men, right? Yeah, this is interesting. Let's hear this one.
Do you know why generally when a woman leaves a relationship, she's more or less okay, but the dude is left totally blindsided? Let's talk about it.
Men never see it coming.
I
That's the
believe
title.
that.
Yeah.
It generally takes a lot to make us leave a relationship. If she's leaving you, there have been months of her telling you exactly what bothers her. You didn't do it. Generally speaking, I'd say that if you complain that your wife or girlfriend is a nag, you need to watch out. And you better start trying. Because here's the thing about women. When our needs are no longer met, we no longer find you attractive, and you're more kind of just this nuisance to have around. And eventually the ick becomes so bad that we can't understand you. We're going through a breakup in the relationship. You just don't know that we're broken up yet. So then when women finally do leave, in their mind, they've been broken up for months and they're done crying. And then when the breakup happens, you're all shocked and you didn't see this coming. Sir, how did you not see this coming? I'd say it's really easy to tell when a woman is trying to make a relationship work. Well, easy for everyone except for you. When the crying stops, the healing begins and we start to learn how to live without you, and a lot of the times actually prefer it. So gentlemen, for the love of God, listen to your woman when she tells you exactly what she wants. Do the dishes, plan date nights, or take an online course on finding out where the fuck the clitoris is. Because when it's over, it's over. Trust me when I tell you, we can always find some other guy to disappoint us. So good.
This is perfect.
Right?
I've never agreed with something more. Because it's literally like, I've been in relationships and I'd be like, I'm like, okay, like if I love the person, I'm going to be communicative about my needs so that we could try to make this work.
Yeah.
But then after a certain point,
You're
like, I don't have time to train you.
I know. Because you tell them over and over and over
and over again.
And over, and then nothing changes, and then you get sick of being rejected, hurt, whatever, annoyed.
You know what I do though? I feel like this is a good trick. When they do something I like, I'm like, I love it when you do that.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It makes me feel so good when you show up for me in that way.
They love that stuff.
Reward. my king.
They love that shit.
Yeah.
Well, so what I've learned too, being married for a million years, is that, like, okay, let's say he does something fucking retarded, because they're all retarded, like men are stupid, you know? And I don't know, like, okay, for instance, he comes home after dinner and doesn't call.
Okay.
And he forgets to call. Maybe he got carried away busy or whatever. Instead of being like, hey, dumb fuck, you should have fucking called, because now dinner's cold and what the fuck. So, because men don't like that.
Yeah.
When you're all like, what the fuck, dude? Instead, they won't even hear it.
No, I know. They shut down.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I've hit them with a what the fuck, dude, a few times, and they're all gone now, okay? You have the ring. You know what's up.
The eyes glaze over, and they see you as another man, I think what it is, and it'll just go over their head, right? Because they don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't resonate emotionally, because I'm assuming it's just like, fuck you, bitch.
I'll come home when I want.
Yeah, fuck me, fuck you. So what you do instead is you, to get his actual attention, you have to play how it made you feel.
Yeah, I've read some books on this.
Yeah, this is what Esther Perel will tell you to do too, is go into the feelings of vulnerability inside of you.
Yeah.
Like, go to where you're vulnerable. Like, what did that do to you as the woman? And I mean, tears will always help your case, ladies. But you don't want to manipulate with tears.
You don't want to always be crying. Nothing worse than a bitch that's always crying.
No. But you do want to be like, it's just that I was really looking forward to you being here, and I'm so disappointed, and we were all just looking forward to you, and then and I get worried when you don't call, like, to explain your feelings about the sitch.
And then they understand it more, because
I don't know, until next time, until they do it again 2 weeks later, and you're like, remember last my feelings are still upset. No, they don't change. Like, I think what I've learned in marriage is, like, there are everyone's got limitations. I have them, you have them, we all have them. And you just learn your partner's limitations, and then you just work with it. You try to get your needs met within their limitations.
And I think it's a lot about just accepting them for who they are.
That's a number one.
You're like, you're not going to change them. So if you don't like what he's doing up front,
forget it.
It's not going to get better, bitch.
Forget it.
Leave.
Forget it. That's why those Vag Driers, I've spent many episodes doing Vag Driers for a fucking reason, because you don't like the Oculus now, guess what? You ain't going to like that VR shit 10 years from now.
When he's jacking off and you're in the other room, and who knows what he's jacking off to and what realm.
The alien porn.
Yeah, what? I mean, he's getting his dick sucked in VR, and you're like making a lunch for your kid.
No, even worse, you're working and he's staying home or something like that. But something like that where like if you don't like what's happening up front, don't even go there. That's why these Vag Driers, I do them as a joke, but I mean it. These are behaviors that are flags for you personally early on.
Yeah.
Don't even do it, bro. Do we have some? Oh, let's do some. Let's do
2.
Oh, okay, sweet. Are they written or they're voicemail?
Voicemails.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, mommies. Hey, Booth Boys. This is Catherine calling from Vancouver, Canada. I'm just here with a Vag Dryer. Just crossed my mind. Grown men who sit crisscross applesauce, it's fucking revolting, and there's no way to look manly when you do that. So
she's right.
Coming up in May. Love you guys. Piss on me, beat me. Bye.
Crisscross applesauce. It used to be called Indian style.
Yeah.
And now it's crisscross. It used to be called Indian style, guys. And it used to be No Way Jose. Now it's No Thanks Tom Hanks. It evolved. Anyway, and we've ended racism and inequality because we changed the way we say
crisscross
Indian style.
Yeah.
So go ahead. The world is much better for it.
The thought of a man sitting like that, I just gotta chill at
I know. But why?
Because it's like kumbaya-ish. Like, what's happening? Why are you sitting crisscross? Is there like a moose knuckle out? Like, if you're sitting, what kind of pants are you in? I don't know. Just not a very masculine way to sit.
It's not. And because their hips don't open like ours do, it's like, it doesn't seem comfortable for a man, right? Chad, you don't sit crisscross, do you?
No, not
crisscross
typically.
Indian style?
When I do yoga, sometimes in class they make me do that, and it's like mostly girls there, so they're doing things I like just can't do at all.
Your body won't bend.
My body won't do that.
So you're telling me that your body won't do crisscross applesauce?
It's very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah. So to me, it seems like you're going against your biology. You're essentially inverting your penis into your body.
It's literally the most disgusting way you could ever say.
I agree.
I would rather you. I would truly rather you cross your legs and sit like a woman than you sit crisscross applesauce. Right?
Yeah, cross your fucking woman legs. Put your high heels on. Get your pantyhose on.
Yeah, tighten your bra. Let's go. What is happening?
You little pussy.
Yeah.
I will say though. So there's one, but okay, yes, but a caveat. Sometimes I like it when I see really lanky, skinny men crossing their legs like women. Okay, hear me out. Hold on. Let's go with this.
Okay.
Anthony Bourdain was very long and wiry, and I felt like he would sit with like a cigarette, kind of with one leg over the other, and that's hot. Can you look that up? Because it's like that junkie vibe,
like a gaunt.
Yes,
a gaunt
hot
king guy.
Yeah,
yeah, a gaunt king.
Yeah,
If you're lanky, you could pull it off. It's actually kind of hot. You're right.
Yeah, or like any goth band member. Peter Murphy. I'm trying to think of other gaunt, like Iggy Pop could probably sit this way. And, and it looks cool.
Yeah, with his bird on his shoulder.
Yeah, he could do. But Iggy Pop can do no wrong. He's cool.
Yeah,
he's no matter what.
Yeah, like that's hotter. That's
hot.
Actually a vag wetter.
Yeah. Well, that's Pierce Brosnan, right?
Oh,
he's the best. Yeah, he's hot. I guess you have to be like kind of Euro flaves or junky vibes or Euro vibes,
or
right?
Like a very styled.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be in a good outfit.
George Clooney crosses his legs like a woman, hot. Yeah, he can do that. But what happens to your dick and balls? Where are his dick and balls when he crosses his legs?
They drop down.
They drop down
through the trap door that your legs crossing creates an empty space.
Or they get smashed.
Right. I would assume they get
sometimes
smashed.
Yeah, it depends how the pants are.
So if you have a big one, though, you can't probably sit like this, right?
I think you could figure it out. Like, I think it all depends on the type of pants you got.
You push your dick down in between your legs.
Sometimes you don't need to push. Sometimes it's just the groin isn't so tight that,
Okay.
It just kind of moves wherever there's space.
Scroll down, it says, how should men sit? Let me see. Yeah.
It's
amazing.
That chair just reminded me of, who?
Phil Collins.
Yeah, I just got a flashback.
The Great Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, think twice. Another day for you and me.
Paradise.
Yeah, there's Chad in yoga. There he is.
Thank
you. Ew.
There you are. Namaste, Chad. Namaste.
Literally, ew. I mean, like,
I know.
in theory,
I know.
I do like the idea of like a man who goes to yoga and like whatever, but then
I know.
that?
No, that guy is kind of, but he's doing it the right way, like the way the
If he had,
yogis
like,
do
a
it.
necklace on, I'd be there.
A
with
necklace.
him. The only thing he's missing is a necklace.
He
for
needs
me.
a necklace.
He does.
Yeah. But I like that guy when he does it like real Indian style.
Yeah.
And by Indian, hold on. Oh my God, I just had a Pazsitzky effect.
Let's hear it.
When we used to call it Indian style, I thought it was Native American. But
Wait, it's not?
That's what I'm saying. So this is like Indian style. Holy shit, dude. Has Indian style this whole time been like fucking Bombay, India?
Because I remember
Indian style?
Well, I remember there was a time where you used to do Indian style, and then they called it like, guys, it's Native American style. Like I remember we had that transition.
Okay, so it was Native American.
But I mean, But I see exactly what you're saying. This does look.
Yeah, but this can offend every community.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it going from Indian style to Native American.
It was Native American style.
Maybe it was a
Jewish
short
trend. No, you're right. It was in
Yeah?
LA. Like it was a very short window. You might be too young. You're, I think, younger than Nadav even. I don't know. It was. I do remember Native American. No, you're right.
OG baby.
Remember, speaking of which, remember Columbus Day? That was the thing.
I remember that day. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now, what have we replaced it with?
Indigenous People Day.
Okay. And is that the same day as Columbus Day was?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do we still close the banks and stuff?
I think so.
All right. Look, as long as it's a day off. A day off is a day off.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But it is worrying because then you're like, look, every leader, especially back then, was probably a piece of shit to some capacity. I mean, even
Every
our current
leader
leaders.
now.
Hold on, yeah. Trump is being indicted.
Yeah.
So are we going to erase, are we scrubbing him from the history books because he's a piece of shit?
Not
it really
yet.
begs the question.
I think we have to get a little more like maybe in the future.
Yeah.
We scrub them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like hindsight's whatever the saying
Yeah.
is.
1040.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, maybe that wasn't good. Now we scrub them.
Now we scrub
We
them.
pissed off so many people. We got to scrub them.
Yeah, we have to make good on some stuff and then we can go back.
Yeah, and also like President's Day, is that for which presidents? George Washington?
All of them.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Is it just for the first guy?
I don't know.
George Washington is
And Abraham Lincoln?
It's President's Day.
I feel like I've forgotten the basics of education.
Society.
Yeah.
I know.
It's been so long.
I know. Like I'm
I
thinking
don't
back.
know any of this shit anymore. But which are first? No, you're right, dude. It's just for the first one. I thought it was for all of them.
Dude, I have a lot of random facts in here.
Hell yeah, dog.
Sometimes
Hell
you
yeah,
just
dog. Damn.
nothing I need. but,
Damn.
yeah. We're learning a lot.
Dude, today is the learning day on the
Mhm.
show. Damn.
Damn.
It's pretty dope. Okay. Let's do another Vag Dryer because this is so fun.
Yes, let's go.
Crisscross applesauce. Hands down. Unanimous. Barf.
Hey, Mommy. It's Mac here in Michigan. Second time caller. I got a Vag Dryer dick shrinker. Horoscope shit. Or as Danny Brown calls them, toe ring bitches.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if Saturn is in Gatorade or whatever, and that means you can be a cunt all day. But I'm listening to episode 185, and, you know, that shit's not tangible at all. And you guys brought up how much of a Vag Dryer Star Wars is. At least that's a thing I can see and I can enjoy, and I'm not basing my personality off of what a planet's doing from star charts from thousands of years ago. Well, anyway, keep it high and tight. Fuck horoscopes, fuck toe ring bitches,
Yeah.
and touch my camera through the fence.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a horoscope bitch.
Okay.
And I'm not wearing toe rings.
Okay.
So I'd like to get that out there.
Okay.
That's a misconception about us.
That you all are into toe rings and alternative jewelries and such.
When I see toe rings, it makes me
like
feel
them either.
weird.
I don't like toe rings either.
Or an anklet.
That's a horror. It's a horror. Toe rings are for whores.
Whores, yeah.
Anklets are for whores.
Look at my feet, daddy.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
ew.
Yeah, stepdaddy.
Ew.
Friends, stepdad.
Ew.
That's why you're getting molested. You're wearing
Or
your fucking toe rings
and your anklets.
over to your friends' houses.
Yeah.
That's a big flag. It's a sign to let the creepy stepdads out there know that you're down to fuck.
She has toe rings.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
No, I know.
I know. I know.
Everyone I know who wears toe rings.
Molested.
Whore.
Yeah. It is. What is it? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I've ever had a friend who wore it. Did you ever have friends?
I have a friend who wears toe rings.
Is she cool?
She's really cool.
But is she a whore? Yeah.
She's not a whore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah.
Accept her for who she is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a thing. It's code. Dress
It's
code.
like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to fuck if I got toe rings on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's certain things. Any girl that wears brick red lipstick like I did is a bit of a cunt. That's the code, right? Brick red is like, I'm not going to be hospitable, not going to be friendly,
Not to be fucked with.
not to be fucked with. It's a code.
It is a code.
Yeah, there's different outfits and looks that signify different things.
Yeah, when I wear my big puffy jacket I showed up in today, I pretend I'm really rich.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is my rich person
Darling.
jacket. Listen, honey, I just become a completely different person. Unapproachable. I'm in this jacket. Like,
Yeah.
nobody talk to me.
Yeah, isn't that funny how you put on? I swear, I get my nails done, and all of a sudden, you feel yourself like using your hands
More.
different.
You're like
you're
touching your
yeah.
face. Yeah, so I never thought of it that way. I know, like even when I make like an Instagram video and I have right now I have a snake on my thumb and a moon on this one. I was like trying to incorporate it into the video, and then I'm like, okay, this just looks unnatural.
Yeah, but you can't help it because
I'm
it's so cool. You want to
I
show up.
paid for this.
Yeah. And
it's
like,
only gonna be here for a couple weeks.
yeah, you got to enjoy it. I also think if I had sleeve tattoos, like arm tattoos, I would be one of those obnoxious people that would always want them showing.
That's me. I have
Oh,
these
yeah?
two tattoos.
You're like,
if
look
they
at
can
me.
get in any shot, you know what I mean?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey. And I thought I was being subtle about it, but then somebody commented on one of my pictures, and they were like, "She's showing. Oh, you're always showing off your tattoo." And I'm like, "Yeah, because it makes me edgy.
Yeah.
This is cool.
It's so cool, but it is so cool.
I know. Yeah."
It is cool.
It is cool, but it's funny because I do that.
I know but it's so interesting how just like a piece of clothing or nails or makeup does that to you. It totally transforms the way you are in the world. I guess I'm blown away because during the pandy, I was so bored and I started to get into fashion and like dressing myself.
I know.
And
Every time
like,
I see you, you're in such a cute outfit.
Thank you.
And your hair is good.
I'm
You
doing
look
stuff.
Great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, today it was raining some, but yeah, because I started to realize too, like the older you get, your body looks like shit. So like you have to spend money on the clothing to elevate.
Dress it up.
Yeah, to elevate you. Like you can't fucking go to the Gap in your 40s because that shit's not fitting well. It's cute when you're 20.
It's true.
So you need to figure out how clothes hit on your body so that you can go into your 40s and your 50s better, you
And
know?
like sometimes I have to say this, sometimes you don't want to size up, but if you size up, it looks so much better. But it looks so much better, and then you can cut the tag out, and then your clothes fit you.
I know.
Because like sometimes I have pants I'm holding on to.
Me too.
And I'm like, they're my skinny pants.
You're like, I'm going to get back to those. I know. I do the same thing.
And it's like, it's just making me sad.
I know. I won't buy a size up. I just I'd rather not wear them. It's the thing in me. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not doing it.
I like a stretch pant.
Stretch pants are imperative. Imperative.
A legging.
What's your go-to stretch pant vibe?
I have a lot of printed stretch pants.
Smart.
I got a leopard stretch pant.
But what company? Who makes them?
I get them from Carbon 38.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this French brand, Saison.
That sounds fancy.
It's not. Here's what's interesting, ladies, is because I'm into French fashion and makeup and stuff now too, is that there's this company, Saison, and they don't pay me to say this, Sezane. Will you go to their website? Their clothes are roughly the same in cost, I would say, as like a Free People or an Anthropologie, but the quality Sezon.
Oh, I've seen this brand.
Sezane. No, they don't make leggings. The French would rather die than wear leggings. Sezon, there it is. And their clothing, the quality, like they actually make 100% real cotton, and the stitching and everything, it's 1,000 times better than American stuff. I'm telling you, ladies.
No, I believe that.
It's the same price as like a Free People piece of shit thing, or I like Free People. I shouldn't say that. It's just better. It's better quality. It's more feminine. Some of the cuts are just really good for women's bodies.
Pretty.
Yeah. They have really good pants too. I don't know. I'm really into this French lady vibe because I want to age well. Yeah, and I also want to age
gracefully,
differently than I don't know. I'm not sure the American women are necessarily doing it right. I don't like wearing a ton of makeup. I don't like to cover up everything. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but you look great.
Thanks, buddy.
Every time I see you on Instagram, I'm like, oh, she's in a good outfit again.
That's what I'm trying. I got that dress on the far right, but I got it in dark blue.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. See, so here's the deal, man. I might be exhausted and I might be like beaten down by my kids, but I'm going to show up to the fucking playground wearing that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Just to keep my like vibe right, to keep my
high vibe.
Energy. Yeah, homie. Because the minute you let the external
slumpy.
No.
You feel it inside.
You internalize that.
No, I know.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So even you get your nails done or you do something on the external, it changes what's in here.
Because it's
amazing.
it's self-care in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hate that saying and I want to vomit every time.
I hate that I just said it.
No, I know. But
yeah,
it means something.
But it does mean something. And there is, when you do something that for yourself instead of someone else too. You're like,
can I tell you what you said, which is really interesting? You're like, at my point in my life where I would much rather have a cup of coffee by myself.
Yeah.
That's a really special place to be in life where you enjoy your own company and you're comfortable with your own company, that you even prefer it to be with somebody of inferior quality company. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That the person that it drains you is a fucking emotional vampire, or just to not be alone. Yeah, and you're like, I would rather just chill and think my thoughts and be here now. And
I'm like, I'm peaceful.
Yeah.
I live in a canyon. Everyone leave me alone.
You know that I've always wanted to live where you live. I've wanted to try it. Yeah.
It's the best.
Maybe I still will. So tell me.
Maybe you could get a place there.
I would love to. So you live in a canyon in LA.
A hippie canyon.
And so how is it like getting in and out? Like, takes a minute.
It takes a minute, but I love it. And I love waking up there because there's so much green and so much nature. And I've never been around that much nature because I'm a valley girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I wake up and there's trees and there's creeks and it's like, I feel like I'm on my fairy shit. And then I go hang out with comics and then I cleanse myself.
Yes.
I come back to society, you know?
Yes, I do. I do know.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more nature here in Austin.
I noticed that. It's beautiful. There's so much green.
Exactly. And so, I was just thinking that I haven't been outside. I haven't looked at my turtles. I got turtles.
You have turtles?
I don't have them, but I mean, they hang out in my, hood.
It's pretty cool.
It's so cool. And I just like to look at them and see what they're doing and like, what are the squirrels into? Yo, I got 3 fucking birds' nests on my house.
Oh, shit.
3, bro.
3?
This is the coolest. There's one nest in my kid's stroller. So one of my kid's strollers is hung up in the garage. And a mommy bird built her nest in the stroller. And there's 3 baby birds in there right now. And every time I pull my car in, I leave the garage door open so she can come and go. And I look at the birds and it's like the best thing, man. It's like,
I love that.
Yeah. It's really cute. It's real special.
Yeah. And it's nice to be around nature.
Yeah.
It makes you feel more grounded, I think.
Do you go to the beach more because you live?
I go to the beach a lot. Yeah.
It's good. Which one are you into?
Which beach?
Yeah.
The one that's right outside of the canyon.
I know.
It's very easy to just go and sit there.
I know
I take my dog, run around, and I go to Malibu too.
Malibu's the best.
Malibu's the best. I put on my rich person jacket and I walk around. I'm like, I have $12 in my account. No one fucking knows. What's up? I'm in Malibu. You know.
Let me tell you. So another secret I do is the Real Reel. Have you been on the Real Reel?
Yeah.
You want to buy some Chanel ship? You don't want to pay $8,000. You want to buy some fancy? Go on this. Again, they don't. I think they did sponsor us at one point, but I don't know if they're even doing podcast sets, but this place is great because it's like some rich bitch owned the shirt for like a minute.
And then she's like, that's last season.
Yeah.
Versace, get rid of it.
And then you buy it. And I love these people. I've had so much stuff from them. It's really good.
There's also that what is it? Where you rent the runway.
Rent the Runway is great.
I have a friend who does that, and every time she has a really cute outfit, it's from Rent the Runway.
It's amazing.
It's just more for me, like the thought of mailing back the shit.
I know. You can keep it. You can keep it.
I need less errands in my life.
Errands, I agree. Oh, and Etsy. I buy a lot of shit on Etsy. Clothing and fake jewelry. I love
Etsy
it.
is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love knowing that somebody else made it. I buy a lot of goth wear. Like
you do.
Weird goth, like Susie and the Banshee shirts.
Yeah. From Etsy. Yeah. Like when I was dating a guy that you know,
I know what you're talking about.
I buy him so much stuff on Etsy. All of the band stuff on Etsy for the yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a couple of Pazsitzky Effects, and then do you have your show tonight?
Yeah, I have a show tonight.
Oh, when does this come out, Mommy? Would you like to plug stuff you have coming up?
when
4/17.
4/17.
What you got coming up? Anything you want to plug, homie?
I'm gonna be in Austin the first week of May.
Nice.
Or second week of May. So yeah. Go to my Instagram at Princess Shank for all my show dates. You can hit up my Twitter at Princess Shank. I post everything there. And then my podcast, Shank, and then my podcast, This Bitch with Kim Congdon.
It's a great name for a podcast.
Bitch.
This bitch.
I know we just got the merch and it's so fun. It says
Oh,
This Bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
That's rad, dude. You guys are a great pair.
Thank you.
All right, let's do some Pazsitzky Effects. These always make me laugh.
Hey, Mommy Jeans and Booth Boys. I had a really big Pazsitzky effect today. I'm 28, and for the past 28 years of my life, I've been walking up to the microwave with it like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock, and I've been hitting start, letting those 2 seconds go, waiting for the beep, and then entering the time that I want. And yesterday I realized that I could just walk up, hit clear, and then enter my time without having to wait those 2 seconds in that beep. Yeah. I feel so dumb.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Like he's waiting for the residual time to run out on the last microwave.
Right.
Right. And
Yeah. And he realized that he could just hit clear and not have to wait the 2 seconds before he could put in the new time.
Yeah. I feel like I've done shit like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, sometimes you're just like, I'm tired.
Yeah, without question, I've done stupid. I do stupid shit every day.
Same.
God damn it, dude. Okay, wait. Let me read you this one. This one I thought was pretty funny.
I'm excited.
This is something I would 100% do. Our dryer for the last 6 to 8 months has been making a horrendous squealing noise, so loud to the point of having to leave the house to let clothes dry. Or just having to scream at each other while the dryer is on.
No.
The other day, I had a realization that I can call a maintenance guy. He came to my house the day after contacting him to look at it, ordered a part for the machine, and fixed it days later. $130 later, and I can dry my clothes in peace. It has been a long 6 to 8 months.
That is crazy. 6 to 8 months of an
This
obnoxious
is Becca.
dryer.
Oh, and I could easily see myself doing that. Where you just accept
Same.
that's what the dryer does.
That's just the sound of it. It's working. At least it's working.
There's some wallpaper in my house that I put up and I hate it. I just fucking, when you think it's cool and then you're like, God damn it, I hate it so much. But I haven't been able to admit to Tom or myself or anybody that I'm disappointed and I hate it. And today I finally was like, just fucking kill me. Just take it down.
Yeah, take it down.
To start over. And I can't. You can do that. Like, you don't like a choice you made, you can do it. If you've got the money, just
Yeah.
don't do something different.
Get a different wallpaper.
Get a different, fuck it. I don't care. Take it down.
Yeah.
I don't like white walls. I think it took Tom and I
Same. It makes me feel mentally ill.
15. Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah. I think Tom and I, after 17 years of marriage, just admitted that to each other. We were like, I hate white walls. I hate them. I hate them. And he's like, me too. I feel so depressed with white walls.
I do too.
Because I think it reminds me of like living in rental apartments in the valley growing up. Like those.
It reminds me of like being in my parents' house and I can't touch things or something.
And like being too poor. Like, we can't paint the walls because the landlord, and you're like, yeah, but I don't rent anymore. I'm the bank is the landlord.
Yeah. Dude, I painted one wall once. I'll never do that shit again.
It's so hard. It's so much work.
I thought that it was going to be fun and like meditative.
It's hard.
I was like, I'm taping shit off.
Oh, the taping.
And then you start and you're like, I have to fucking finish because now the wall's green.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Never again.
I made the mistake of painting a room red.
Oh.
Dark red. Don't like this, like brothel red.
No.
Don't ever paint your whole room dark red. It was a nightmare. It was like violent and it made me feel bloody and weird inside and angry. I was like, oh, dude, this is wrong. Like maybe one wall red.
Yeah.
Not the whole room, like a blood room.
When I was a kid, my room was yellow. And then I read online that yellow makes people insane. So I'm like, maybe that's what
that worked.
Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that in England when I lived there for a year. They painted your walls yellow so that you don't get depressed and want to kill yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I dated a guy from Portland who would sit in front of one of those lamps.
Yeah.
I was like, just move somewhere where there's sun. I can't have you with your lamp.
I gotta say, because I love Portland, but it's so depressing. I couldn't imagine these poor people. It's got to take a toll. Yeah.
It definitely has got to take a toll.
But the culture's so cool and like it's such a cool place. But my God. So yeah, Tom and I, for years we've been like, we love our aesthetic is steakhouse. We've always we went to a steakhouse here in Austin. We're like, this is what I want my house to look like steakhouse vibes.
Steakhouse vibes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's
cozy.
Cozy and like dark. So we're gonna make our house much darker now. Dark.
Because you're comics and everything needs to be dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I realize we're trying to be these normal people and it's just not working for us.
Oh yeah, no, you got to go with what you like.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like Kid Rock. I'm gonna make my house into the White House like that. No, I'm not that patriotic. This has been lovely.
So much fun with you, always.
Couldn't adore you more. My little
love you
sister.
So much.
Sara Weinshenk, everybody follow her. What's your gram again?
At Princess Shank.
At Princess Shank. I'm at the Christina P. Are you on the talk?
I am.
Oh.
I'm not as active as you, but I do post.
Oh, okay.
At Princess Shank.
Definitely go see her do stand up. She's tremendously funny. When she's here in Austin in May, get your tickets. Where are you performing?
Mothership.
At the Comedy Mothership. You better get those tickets now.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna. By the time she is here in May, those tickets will long be gone. So if you can find a ticket link, get them now because shows are selling out so fast.
So fast. And it's the best club.
It really is. And I can't wait for you. I'm going to come hang out while you're here because it's such a blast. Joe Rogan just crushed it with this place.
He really did. I feel like I'm at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I'm like a Disneyland adult, unfortunately. I don't like saying that, but I'm like, this is the exact feeling of Disneyland, but better.
It's better. It's
better.
amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
So, all right. Thank you so much, Sara.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the show so you don't miss a single episode. And until next time, stay cool, moms. Bye, meow. Hi, Mommy. Thank you for watching that episode. Did you like what you see? I hope you did. So why don't you subscribe? Just click the subscribe button and, hit the notification bell so you can get notified. And also, why don't you watch another video? Watch one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, down there, whatever. There's so much stuff, bro. I make these all the time for you to watch. That's why I'm here. I love you.